Hey everybody, just giving a quick recap on our game this past Wednesday. So, we left off where we started where we left off the last time, and that was we were running into the more refined area of this dungeon. The walls were a lot smoother, it was a lot more like a well crafted area. There was a well about 30 feet in front of us that had a blue glow to it, and we could see some Grimlocks on the other side who were fighting and swatting at something that we had no clue was because it was too far past our vision. We made our way closer, looked down into the well to see what the blue glow was, and it was a portal. That in front of this small little itty bitty portal was an Illithid or Illithid kin of some sort. Black hair, still had the tentacles, still had the blue skin, but was reading from this book, and someone was able to tell that yes, it was the Illithid language of Qualith that was written in the book, and the tentacles were just going back over it and reading it. It appeared, and after some conversation with her, found out that she was trying to close this portal. From there, we decided to help her, and at this point, we were also able to see what it was that the Grimlocks were not able to completely dispose of. And in front of them was a specter or a skeletal wraith or something undead that really didn't have a form. It was just there with a cloak over it, and you could see the green eyes burning from within. So it was there, and it was pretty much laying waste to these Grimlocks. There was several dead on the floor, only a few of them left open and alive, and so we proceeded to attack it. I can't remember if we figured out if magical damage worked against it or not. This may be the first enemy where non-magical damage was resistant to. But I don't quite remember. So anyway, we had Akrith shooting her crossbow at it. We had I don't remember what how Dramira was attacking it. I want to say it was some of her warlock spells, but I don't quite 100% remember. We had Sharth shooting his crossbow at him. We had Miguel shooting his gun at him. No, Dramira was up there, I believe. And Cooper was working on that as well. Was maybe he had already had his spiritual weapon out and was attacking with that. Don't quite remember. Regardless, Zorn was up there as well, punching away. And Tulio was down in the hole trying to continue down the well, trying to continue to help out the Illithid or Illithid kin. The creature, the specter, wraith, whatever, was using a blue lightning massive spell at one point to that we all had to make saves on. A lot of us made the save. I believe all of us made the save. Anyway, regardless, the Grimlocks did not, and almost all of them completely obliterated. From there, we eventually killed it. Our Dragonborn barbarian Gesh came through with his hefty maw and just right through him. Kind of, if you could imagine attacking an invisible creature, you would hit and then go through when it dissipates. So you definitely felt that motion of going through. Anyway, so the creature was dead. The Grimlocks that were left had a brief moment of, ooh, now we need to attack these guys because they're food. Wait, no, where's our lady? And they went off to go see what was going on with the Illithid at this point. At this point, the portal inside had grown enough that Tulio had actually pinned himself to the wall and pinned her to his back to keep them from getting hit by this portal, because it already had cinched her foot at one point. And at this point, he also turned into a giant spider. I believe this happened before we killed the guy, but regardless, he was a spider with her pinned to his back, so that way he could try to allow her to continue trying to close this portal by reading this book and get her out if need be. A few of us started going down into the hole to try and help, and at this point there were creatures coming out with some black hide armor that looked slick, like it was wet or something of that nature, and we just made them more difficult to hit. Javelin of Lightning was used by Soren. I believe Gesh dropped his maul down on top of one. Akerith used some sort of ice spell from a spell scroll that he had, that he used up completely. Sharth was continuing to ping off with his crossbow. Jamiro, I believe, was also doing her spells, or was she? Man, I really need to pay attention more to what she does with her attacks, because I think listening to how people attack can be very interesting, especially since I'm fairly new to this game. I've only been playing it for a year, and in that I've only been playing a monk. So listening to all the other stuff happening kind of gives me an idea, okay, that's kind of cool. Is that what I want to be next time I choose a character and all that? Anyway. So at this point, the Illithid tells us we need to get out of here. Get out of the well. I'll continue trying to close the portal from above. We're all kind of like, we could have done this from above. Why weren't we doing it from above in the first place? That just makes sense. Okay, whatever. We all started jumping out. In the process of that, the portal widened enough for something to start coming through. And we found this out because I think Soren punched one to death or something of that nature, and it fell on the hole and didn't fall through the portal. And out coming, I'm going to grab my phone and show it to the camera because I'm terrible with editing, as I've mentioned before, and I don't quite know how to put images up, otherwise I'd be going and putting it right up there. So if that ever pops up, that's because I figured it out since then and decided to go back and rework this. So for now, this tentacled-like old god of some sort has started making its way. I apologize. You could see the tentacles on there, but you can't really see the rest of the beast. It's basically covering up the hole. So yeah, hopefully I figure it out and it goes right there. But if I don't figure it out, then it won't be there. So anyway, it started coming through the hole, scaring the living bejesus out of all of us, and that's where we ended the night. I'm assuming that this is the big thing that Tulio was sensing and having dreams about and things like that, and I'm assuming that's the whole reason that we're down here, is to keep this thing from coming through. Or actually kill it. Who knows? To me, it kind of reminds me of a Cthulhian old god style of monster. If you're more into the Warcraft stuff than like some of the old gods from that. More like Yogg-Saron, I guess. But we don't know. So we're going to find out this next Wednesday, and it should be a good time. Anyway, if you guys tell me what you like, start telling me what you guys like about the videos. If you think I should change some things up, if you think I should try out different you know, try out different things. If you want me to start editing these, I just figured out how to start tagging, so when you do a search for things, people might actually come up with this video. Yeah, just I'm trying to learn a little bit here and there. For instance, my battery just went dead, so I don't know if the video just cut out in and out on me there. So if I repeated myself, hey, again, I don't edit. Hey, for now, you have to deal. Anyway, peace out, guys.